I don't know what I'm gonna do with 8 hours to broadcast. What if I want
That'd
to
be
go 8.3 hours? God forbid I should want to have a huge long donation stream like, yeah, what's up, everybody? It's Norman 213 with Life. What was it? Kids Play, Child's Play. Uh,
let
what? What is
Child's
it?
Play is one of them. Yeah, I know that's one of them.
Child's Play is one of the charities, yes.
Yeah. Extra Life.
And that's it.
There we go.
Extra Life.
Like probably Extra Life.
I was like,
Yeah.
life? Child's life? No, that's not right.
That
What's up,
doesn't sound
everybody?
right. Yeah.
It's Darman213 and my good friend Nolan from the OGC podcast.
What's up?
Today we're gonna bring you probably one of the worst variety shows you've ever seen. So by all means, hit that dislike button. Like, I won't blame you. But on today's topic, I'm gonna be talking about Hearthstone again. Because Hearthstone is love, Hearthstone is life. We're also going to talk about the struggles of being a free-to-play player.
Mm.
We're also going to just talk about whatever Nolan wants to talk about. So before we get too deep into anything, Nolan, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. It's I got for once a day off that someone didn't call out that I had to cover for them, so I get an actual day off today. So that's kind of cool.
Bless.
I know, but that hasn't happened in like a few weeks. But doing that, trying to basically coming up with a new system for like D&D that I basically have to make myself because I had an idea of, hey, let's play Dark Souls tabletop. Now I'm realizing I have to basically rework an entire thing. I'm like, so I'm having fun with that, trying to figure that out.
That's a lot of math.
It's a lot of math. It's also like, what does this now mean for this and all that? But hopefully it'll be fun. Then, writing stuff for the actual game I'm DMing and trying to edit videos in the process. So it's just, it's fun stuff. I don't know. What have I done? Nothing much.
That's a good question.
Like,
you just look at the whole week, like, look at all that time that I'm not working. I'm just like, what have I done?
and I'm like, I slept in till like 11 o'clock today, which was fantastic.
Oh, man.
I know. I'm like, I enjoyed it very much. And now I'm just like, the rest of my day, I should probably work on things and get to that. And I'm like, but
see,
hey, look, this new thing came out. I want to look at that. And then, just in general procrastination.
I 100% feel you on that. So I work 3 days out of the week.
Okay.
I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 12-hour shifts from 5:30 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Ooh.
I call it my 72-hour disappearing act because that's what I do. I just disconnect from social media. You might get a post every 5 hours or so from me just because that's when my breaks fall.
Yeah.
There's like 10-minute breaks and you just kind of sit there like, 46 hours left to the weekend. 36 hours left. You're just counting down the 72 hours until you get to 6 a.m. Monday morning, and you're just like,
Time to go hibernate and do nothing for like 3 days or something.
Oh, no, yeah. The 4 days you spend sleeping enough and trying to figure out, well, what can I do in the middle of the night? Like, where do you go to get tacos at 3 a.m. in Wichita, Kansas?
That's a good question. Where do you get tacos at that time?
I actually just had this answered last night by a couple of good friends. There's a place called Alejandro's. So should you find yourself stranded in Wichita on the east side, Alejandro's is open all the time.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, my sister lives not too far from there, which, like, the last time I saw her, it was like, yeah, like Salina, Abilene. which I guess that's not real close, but
Yeah, well, I mean, hour and a half to me is close.
that's true. Yeah. So, I mean
That's
that.
pretty
So
cool.
the next time I go out there to visit her, maybe I'll actually make it to Wichita to do a thing, and we'll
That
hang out
would
or
be
something.
legit.
Yeah.
I actually got to meet about 3 weeks ago. I got to meet Nathan Hardesty from Join the Rivalry.
Oh,
Uh,
cool.
yeah, so that was really cool. Learned a lot of things. In fact, there's a video of me and him dabbing together, like in perfect unison, just boom.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fantastic. That kid is way too much fun. I can't wait to see what happens with him once he gets his school taken care of.
Hmm.
So, moving along from life things, let's talk about Hearthstone. Nolan, how much do you know about Hearthstone?
I know not a lot. I know it's like the big new thing right now, basically, and that it's like it's like cards,
Yep,
and I
yep,
remember
it's
it
definitely
being
cards.
vaguely like Warcraft related,
It
which it
is
might just be. I
almost
think
it is almost 100% Warcraft inspired, yes.
okay, and that it's kind of like that, and that it's yeah. Like I've seen some people play. Like I've heard you guys talk about it. I've like there's this uh retro game shop in town that like they have like a big screen, so they're always watching like streams of people playing
Uh-huh.
that and Magic and stuff. So I have an idea. I don't know how to play at all, but
By golly, we're
I
good.
have seen it though.
Well, one of the big things that has been blowing up in our group chat is how difficult it is as a free-to-play player. And it's a card game. So we're gonna break this down from the basic point. Card games are difficult unless you have cards.
Makes sense.
So you have to have that availability. Now, to get to that point, if you're not gonna spend any money,
Mhm.
you actually have to work fairly hard to build one or two decks
Yeah.
uh, to be able to go play it at an event. Um, it's 100% possible. And I was going through a couple of different ways. There are there's the whole basic set that they give you right out the gate. Um, you have cards that are mediocre. They don't make a huge impact as soon as you play them. They're just
Mhm.
fair cards, is what I'll call them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have an even stat line. There's nothing broken about any of these. Uh,
Mhm.
but with these cards, a lot of people, and I had recently gotten access to my girlfriend's BattleNet account, and I started playing on her account, and I was like, wow, I have to actually think and put in a lot of effort because she's got nothing.
Uh-huh.
Like, she has maybe opened 6 packs of cards. So
So
I'm sitting from scratch, like, what do I do here? And I realized how difficult it was for free to play players. So, um, just gonna pull up the game here. Not gonna be able to share it as much as I would like because of internet connections, but
mhm.
um, there's a lot of things that you can do, and I highly recommend after we're done with the podcast today, Nolan,
Mhm.
you get on Battle.net, you download Hearthstone. It's free, it's frustrating, and it's love.
All right. All right. It's fair enough. I'll see what I can do with it.
You can't beat free.
That's true. You really can't. I mean, unless they start paying you to do it, but you have to be really good for that to happen. So,
Surprisingly enough, you'd be surprised.
yeah.
But so there's a couple of different methods that one can acquire packs.
Hmm.
Um, the most basic one is winning games. You win 3 games in any game mode, whether it be the special tavern brawl that happens 4
Hmm.
days out of the week. casual mode or ranked mode, it doesn't matter if it's those three. If you win in those, you get a token towards 10 gold. Okay. A pack is
Okay.
100 gold.
Okay.
So you have to win 30
30
games
games.
to get one pack a day. Now that
It's
is
a
the
lot of
slowest.
games.
It is a lot of games. And assuming you even see a 50% win rate, you have to play at least 60 to 65 to even get to that point.
Yeah.
Now, that's the longest way around. The other method is very common. You have 3 quests a day that they give you. And quests can give you 40, 50, 60, 75, 100 gold, depending on what it is. Like right now, my quest queue, you can only have 3 at a time. Wow, I actually just got one of the best ones. Challenge a friend. You can fight a friend, and you both get 80 gold.
Okay.
So actually, you should make a Hearthstone
I was
account
gonna say,
right
let's just make
now.
one right now.
Yeah, so I can give you 80 gold. Then we both get almost a whole pack for that.
Okay.
So Hearthstone definitely has different ways that you can get gold faster. There's also 11 different hidden quests, like secret challenges. If you can get 100 wins, they give you 300 gold. So you
Ooh.
get 3 packs just for making the effort to that point.
Yeah.
You can also invite friends. If you get friends to sign up using your referral link, you get, first off, you get a really cool skin called Morgul,
Okay.
which is like an alternate hero costume for your shaman character.
Gotcha.
Then you have the every invite after that will net you a pack.
Okay.
So if you have a lot of people that are into card games, you can easily rack up a couple packs. They'll give you up to 10 packs for 10 friends, which is funny because Blizzard assumes I only have 10 friends that would want to play with me. It's kind of sad. At that point, you're kind of looking there. You're like, okay, well, I've done all the steps. I've opened about 30 packs. Now what? Well, at that point, you got 2 options. You can continue playing and learning how the mechanics of the game work, the nuances, and constructed, ranked, or casual under the play mode. Or there's this really dangerous little button called the arena.
Okay.
Now, the arena is a draft format. Now, what that means is they flash 3 cards on the screen, and you have to pick one.
Okay.
You have no guidance over what shows up. So, in order to play arena, you have to understand what's a good card. For example, there are some cards that are really good and really not. For example, I've got one card in here. I specifically remember what they gave me. Pantry Spider, which says when you summon it, you summon a 1 attack, 3 health spider on top of the 1/3 spider that you already get. So for 3 mana, you get a total of 2 attack and 6 health over 2 bodies.
Okay.
Now, that is a little bit above the stat curve for a 3-cost minion. The typical 3-cost minion will have 3 attack, 4 health. So,
okay,
total stat value of 7. This has a total stat value of 2 plus 6 is 8. So it's just incrementally better.
Yeah. But it's over 2 different things.
Right, it's over 2 different bodies, which almost makes it better. If you're fighting against a paladin, you can use them to trade into the Silverhand recruit tokens that paladin generates with their hero ability. They just paladin specialty, just create 1/1 tokens. 1 attack, 1 health.
Okay.
And then the other picks for this was a 3 attack. No. Was it? No, it's a 4 attack, 8 health minion that has this ability: cannot attack. Now, that sounds really bad. However,
Hmm.
there are ways that you can make this really good.
Okay.
Uh, I just never saw any of the cards, so I couldn't risk picking this card.
Yeah.
But you can give it taunt, which means minions cannot directly attack you, the player. They can't attack your total life value. They have to hit the taunt minion before anything else. So you may not be able to attack with it, but by golly, it's a wall.
Okay.
Um,
I can see that.
you
So,
can you can also play other cards to dispel the effect that says it cannot attack. So then you have a 4/8 attacker. Um,
okay.
priest, the priest class has the most synergy in being able to do this.
Mhm.
Um, and then the last card that they gave me was Imp Master, which I ended up picking up later. But Imp Master is a 3-mana 1/5 that says at the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to this minion and summon a 1/1 Imp token. So 1 attack, 1 health.
Yeah.
Now, that in comparison to the Pantry Spider, it does not have the same immediate effect. You can get a lot of value out of it if you're playing as a priest, because as it deals damage to itself, the priest's hero power is take 2 mana, give 2 health to a minion. Just heal it for 2.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
can sit there with the Imp Master and you can keep making tokens as long as you can keep it alive.
Yeah.
But it's once per turn. It's super slow and it's really easily removed because it has 1 attack.
Yeah.
It's too busy dealing with imps to be, able to attack other minions. So not as good. Still a good card,
Yeah.
but just not as powerful or overwhelming.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
the reason why Arena is a viable option to collect gold is because you can, depending on how good you are and how well you draft,
Yeah.
the more you win, the more you earn. At the
Okay.
bare minimum, you are guaranteed a pack and 10 dust. Okay.
Okay.
So for 150 gold, you can buy an arena ticket. It's your buy-in to the draft.
Gotcha.
Or you can spend $2. And this is where Blizzard gets people.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because people will sit there like, oh, I'm out of gold. Time to use actual dollars.
Actual
The
money.
best card in Hearthstone is a credit card, as the Redditors say.
But
Uh, but once you get to about 3 to 4 wins, you get a pack. You can get up to 2 packs, I think, at 3 to 4 wins.
okay.
And you can break even or get a small profit off of it. Because at the bare minimum, a pack is always guaranteed to be 40 dust value.
Okay.
Because and dust is the resource you use to craft cards. Cards
Okay.
can be broken down to make other cards. That's the other big draw to Hearthstone.
Okay, I can see
I don't
that.
like this card. I don't like this class. I'm never going to play this class. Well, okay, Mr. Picky, you can dust your stuff and go play something else.
Go make a new one.
Like,
Okay. That sounds good.
now, you won't ever get a 100% return when you break things down.
Oh, I'm sure.
You only get typically about a fifth of the value in dust.
Okay.
So, like a common card costs 40 dust to make. A rare card costs 100 dust to make. Epics 400, legendaries 1600.
Goodness.
Yeah, so there's a reason why I've spent $300 on this game over the last 2 years. But
Gotcha.
granted, I haven't made it all back yet, but I have taken a couple tournaments to help recoup that cost. And that's the whole reason why I play Hearthstone, is because eventually I want to see more competitive play
Gotcha.
on an amateur level across the nation. And actually, this was inspired by my locals here in Wichita.
Hmm.
we started having League of Legends tournaments. Well, during downtime when they're organizing the teams, they were like, "What can we be doing in the meantime?"
Let's play
Hearthstone.
Hearthstone.
Let's play Hearthstone. Let's play cards.
Yeah.
Because everybody, funnily enough, everybody forgot their Magic decks. They were literally going to play Magic, and then one of the guys that was there was like, "Wait, why aren't we competing for money in this?" And they looked
I mean,
at
you're already
each
there for that.
other.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is the Wichita Land Convention, though. Huh. That's literally how it went.
Okay. Okay. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, just a little.
Why
Thanks,
not?
guys, for forgetting your Magic.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, and funnily enough, $300 is like the least I've spent on a card game that I've gotten into.
Okay.
I spent about $400 total when I got into Magic back in
Yeah.
2012. Oh man, mistake. Because unless you're gonna stick around on Magic for the long haul, it's not a moneymaker. It
No.
can be.
Uh-huh.
You can definitely buy cases of Magic and make your money easily. That being said, you have to have the dedication and the wherewithal to deal with crummy people who want to be like, I'm gonna give you $5 for that $20 card. Nobody's going to buy it for 20. Oh, it's Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Leviosa. Start wrong.
Okay.
So Magic. Yeah, I have not spent nearly as much money in Hearthstone as I have in other card games. Let's talk about my Vanguard backpack is probably valued around $1,500, and I'm still trying to cut that number down.
Dang.
Yeah. Like at this point, I'm like, guys, I will take $100 off this deck. Just get it away from me. Help give me your money. I will give you the deals. I will take the loss on this.
Just take it, please.
To move. Right. Just get this away from me. By golly. Card games are like my go-to therapy. Like being able to sit down and do the math and the probability chance is like, all right, I know I have 2 copies of this card in my deck. I have 15 cards in my deck. It's about a 1 in 7.5. Let's go. How good am I? I'm as good as my card draw is.
Exactly. Believe in the heart of the cards.
Heart of the cards, man. Heart of the cards. And that's basically the whole thing about Arena is you have to know the heart of the cards. And just be able to understand the intrinsic value of a card, the basic stat lines, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You literally have to hold up every card and be like, are you a good card? No, it must be you. But you're both so good. And then you have this internal turmoil and you have to go through every scenario of like why and why not.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't play Arena often, because that's just way too much stress for me. I have great decks that I play in Constructed that I have fun with playing regardless whether I will win or lose.
Yeah.
Mostly that is combo decks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what it sounds like. I'm going to string 6-7 cards together and just kill you.
Just destroy you. Yeah.
My favorite one that recently came back with the new expansion, it's basically a Delirium deck from Magic. How much do you know about Magic? I should have asked that to begin with.
I know a little. My nephew is just now really getting into it. He's actually trying to get me to he's like, here, I have a bunch of cards. If you want, I can help you make a deck for yourself and we can play. And so he's kind of starting to teach me. So I know a little bit about okay, black deck is this, red is that, and an idea of okay, use the mana for this and whatnot.
My friend actually helped me. He gave me a whole bunch of commons and uncommons from like the last three sets from Kaladesh, Aether Revolt, and now Amonkhet.
Oh, okay.
I actually created a successful almost mono blue mill deck.
Okay.
I just have a couple of green cards teched in for cycling, and so I can play the Nissa that I got in a random pack. Nissa's a planeswalker, and she is the bomb. You
Okay.
can one of her abilities is she can create 5/5 two 5/5 flying elemental lands. Like she will untap your lands, and you have 10 damage flying. Well, then there's a blue spell that says cast this at sorcery speed. These can't be blocked. Go screw yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then when those lands deal combat damage because I cast this spell that says you can't block these, when they
Yeah.
deal damage, I'm gonna draw two cards. So
Okay.
I'm sitting here. I have 4 untapped blue. Like, do you want to play this game?
I will end you.
Pay blue and 1 mana, negate? No, you don't get to play this game. No. I
Give
pay
me all of
another
your life
blue and
points.
2. Revolutionary Rebuff. You gonna pay the extra 3 mana? I didn't think so, because you're out of mana.
Hmm.
Like, so much fun. So
Yeah.
much fun.
Yeah. So I know. Yeah. So I basically got all that you just said for the most part. Like the individual things I didn't, but like the mana and the buff and that. Like I got that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Glad we're
So,
on track. We'll
yeah.
make a pro player out of you, Nate. Yeah, Nolan.
Yeah.
Go pro, go home. But yeah, so Arena has the ability to give you a lot of profit and a lot of mileage. You just have to sit there and go through like what's a good card? Well, what makes a good card?
Being
What are
able
the
to
syner-
discern that.
Right. So it's a lot of the information game, which I do. They give you a free arena ticket when you first start playing,
Hmm.
and I don't recommend people just throw that away because that is the way it starts. Like
Yeah.
your first arena run sets up the pace for your entire career with Hearthstone. It's either going to be a long, dragging, crying fit, or it's going to be a mediocre playing experience. Or if you end up going really well in arena, you can get up to like 3 packs and about 400 gold, which lets you play more arenas. The big thing is arena lets you keep playing arena. It doesn't necessarily help you immediately in the constructed formats, but you
Mhm.
can make a lot. In about 3 months, we have one of our friends in the Hearth chat. We have a whole squad of like 25 people that play, and we share the 80 gold play a friend quest.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. And one of the guys, he goes by Pookie, Stanley Coop. He's Pookie L Nuts,
Okay.
and Pookie is the best. He's the best Canadian you'll ever know. And in 3 months, as soon as we found out about the new set that just came out, Journey to Un'Goro, he started saving his gold. He was able to, just without dropping a dime, he was able to save up enough gold for 43 packs. Okay, so that was 4,300 gold
That's a lot.
that he had. Yeah. So
That's a lot.
over 3 months, it's pretty average. And you by the time an expansion rolls around, you can have enough dust and gold to make 1 or 2 decks and go play Constructed and have a lot of fun. And thankfully, this year, the development team for Hearthstone said that we are going to support the old format. Last year, they broke Hearthstone into 2 formats. Wild, which is basically legacy format. You can play anything, any card ever made. Or you can play Standard, which is any cards made in the last 2 years. So,
how long has Hearthstone been around?
Since about 2013.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
Gotcha.
it was about time for them to implement this, uh, which a lot of people dropped off playing. Like, because in the wild format, Blizzard had stated we are not going to support this as an official format, which was a mistake. But they recently, in the last couple of months, have said we are now going to start recognizing the top 0.001% of wild players and giving them Hearthstone Championship points, which are used to buy into large tournaments.
Okay.
So you basically have to fight through the ladder. There's
Mm.
25 ranks to the ladder. You have
Okay.
to win so many games to go up a rank.
Gotcha.
And once you get to like rank 15, the amount of wins you need to go up increases by 1 extra star. Like 1 extra win you have to make to go up to the next rank. By the
Gotcha.
time you get to rank 1 and you're about to break into what they call legend, you have to play like 15 games, I think. Hold up, let me check that. How many stars are there in rank 1? Information I should actually know off the top of my head.
No worries.
Hakuna Matata means no worries for the rest of your days.
It's a
It's a problem-free
philosophy.
Hakuna Matata. It's funny because I'm actually going out for 2 things tonight. I'm actually going to go and do karaoke and a stand-up comedy act.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to go. I'm going to talk about this podcast today. Be like, yeah, I'm cooler than you because I have a podcast.
I have a podcast about Hearthstone and similar things. Yeah. Feel bad about yourself. No. Okay, so you're actually doing like the comedy part then.
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you were saying like you're gonna go like watch somebody. That's pretty cool. Okay.
Yep. It actually, I'm on the wiki for Hearthstone, and it actually doesn't say how many wins I have to go through each rank. It's kind of weird. I would think that it would be something documented.
I would imagine so.
You would think. Huh. So anyways, yeah, you have to win like an incredible number of games, and you're always assuming that you have hopefully you have a 51% win rate.
Mm-hmm.
If you're incredibly good at the game, you can get a 53% win rate.
Gotcha.
But you know, it's a card game. You have to understand there are people who you're on an equal playing field. You know, there's no way that you can kind of gotcha your opponent unless you're playing combo. And even then, you have to stay alive long enough to draw all the cards for your combo.
To get everything you need, yeah.
Right. Oh, I just realized I didn't finish telling you about my favorite combo deck.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like throwing fireballs at people?
You know,
I like throwing fireballs at people.
I really do. I really do.
Well, let me tell you about OTK Mage.
Okay.
Technically 2-turn kill mage. So with Ungoro, a couple cards were released. The first of all is a quest. A quest I shall give you. For I am the mage who plays Ni. Ni. So the quest says you have to play 6 spells that did not originate in your deck. You have a couple of cards that will generate random spells. You have Babbling Book. It's a 1-mana card that's it's adorable. It's a little spell book with eyes and it dances around. It's like, do you want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell. Oh, let's cast Leviosa. Oh.
Cast Leviosa.
I'm so glad that you've seen that video.
No, yeah.
Because otherwise, I would be left being very awkward with a random pop culture reference. And I'm like, and we're done here.
That's okay, because that's usually me with most of the things that I do. Like, I
Oh,
make
thank God.
the very obscure reference. And everyone's like, what? Like, never mind.
That's going to be half of my comedy act. Is like, the internet was a mistake. We have too many obscure pop culture references, and I don't have enough friends to enjoy them with me.
So add me, and it'll be good. No.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm friends with you on Facebook. We just don't ever talk.
No, I meant the thing. Yeah. Oh no, we are.
Yeah.
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 We are.
Yeah.
I'm bad about doing that kind of stuff. That's
Me
all.
too, friend. Like I actively go through my Facebook at least once a week and I'm like, all right, who's somebody I have like never talked to before? And I'll just be like, hey, do you like memes?
Do you like the dank memes?
Like, let me tell you about my friend Pepe. I got a lot of them. Okay, I got sidetracked once again. So you cast 6 spells for this quest.
Yeah.
6 spells that did not originate in your deck. Not difficult at all.
Okay.
Because they give you a lot of cards to do that. Well, the reward for completing this quest is a 5-mana spell. Open the Waygate.
Okay.
The Waygate lets you take an extra turn for 5 mana.
Okay.
Now you might be wondering how this all fits together. He gets to take an extra turn, that's cool, but he has no oomph. Where's the oomph? Where's the clenching and the fireballs? And with the part where your opponent just clenches a butthole and you're just like, da 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 da. Well, let me tell you, friend, there's a new spell that came out in Ungoro. Molten Reflection.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. Molten Reflection is a 4-mana card that says duplicate a minion on your field. Now, I know what you're thinking. 5 and 4 is 9 mana, and Hearthstone caps at 10 mana. That's the most mana you can cast in a turn, unless you're playing Druid, in which case you can make possible 14 mana in a turn with Innervate. So 9 and 4 mana, that seems incredibly underwhelming, doesn't it? Not when you consider the fact that there is a card in the classic set called the Wii Spellcaster. No, not Wii Spellcaster. Sorcerer's Apprentice. Sorcerer's Apprentice is a 2-mana, 3 attack, 2 health minion.
Okay.
You want to know what her special effect is?
What is it?
She reduces all spells in your hand by 1 cost.
Ooh.
So for 2 mana, you lay her out. And spells cost 1 less. So now your Molten Reflection costs 3.
Okay.
You cast Molten Reflection. Now your Molten Reflection costs 2. Then you cast Molten Reflection. Then your Reflection costs 1. You use other cards and you get more of the spell. You hopefully have both Sorcerer's Apprentices in your hand. So you lay 2 of them out for 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So your Molten Reflection costs 2. That's 6 mana. Your Molten Reflection again, it costs 1. So that's 7 mana. Then your quest spell costs 1 by the end of it. So you have -4 cost to your spells.
Okay.
So you cast Open the Waygate and you're like, I have a whole extra turn. Oh, look, all of my spells cost 4 less for the next turn. Then, what you do? You have your Fireballs. Fireballs cost, guess how much mana?
About, I'll say 2, maybe.
There's another card that costs 2. That's Frostbolt. Fireball is 4 mana for 6 damage.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay.
So you get to cast Fireballs for free. Well, you want to know what's better?
What?
You want to know what's better than casting 2 Fireballs that you get in your constructed deck for free?
3 Fireballs?
Even better than that, my friend. The Archmage Antonidas. If you remember him from Warcraft 3. Holy poop.
Didn't play. Sorry.
Didn't play? That's
No.
totally fine. You don't need to know anything about Warcraft lore to play this game. It's just kind of funny if you know it.
Okay.
Archmage Antonidas, also known as the Dirty Sanchez of mage cards. Whenever you cast a spell,
Yeah.
add Fireball to your hand.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, it's
Oh.
dawned on you.
Oh, I see.
Oh, it's
Oh my
Fireball.
Wow. That's
So you literally go infinite damage with Antonidas. You plop Antonidas on the board, you just get free fireballs. Doesn't matter what spell you cast after Antonidas. You just have to be able to keep casting spells, which by golly, you will, because you got
it's for
more
free.
fireball.
And you just keep wow.
It's kind of like you drop Antonidas, you take a shot, and just like the song says, fireball. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
That was nice.
I actually have a button on my phone to play that song
Oh,
every
really?
time I get the combo off.
Just
Yeah.
boop.
Just like fireball. I like having fun parties by myself.
Right? It's fun.
Introverted things.
Uh,
But that deck
No.
requires you need at least 2 legendaries, which is the Quest and Antonidas. But the rest of the deck is almost all commons.
okay.
Commons, a couple rares. I think you may have to unlock 1 wing of what do they call them? The adventures to get the Babbling Book. Other than that, though, it's not a difficult deck to build.
Okay.
It is difficult to play because a lot of people will drop their spellcaster way too early. And I'm like, no, I know what deck you're playing. Don't.
And then you just
It hurts watching other people be bad.
Okay.
It physically hurts me. Because card games are not difficult. The most difficult part of card games is math. Math is hard.
Math is hard.
Because
I'm an engineering student, and math. I will say that math is hard.
Right. Because like you've played a little bit of Magic.
Yeah.
What do you know about trading? Like during the battle step trading. Typically, when you trade, you want to be able to keep your minion alive.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you create value. You put pressure on them. You're like, hey, you get to do one of 2 things. You get to sack that minion to stop me, or you're just going to take all this damage to the face. And most players are like, I'm not going to take that to the face.
I don't want to take damage unless you have a very bold and gutsy strategy that may or may not pay off.
See, I'm the guy with the golden gutsy strategy.
Yeah.
I'm that guy, and I will take that damage. Like, I don't care. Just do it. End it. And then I laugh as I mill you for 25 cards. When you had 24 in your deck because you were drawing a lot.
Goodbye, my friend.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and deck out.
Deck out. Deck out.
Can't stop me, can't stop me. Ooh, ooh.
I got nothing else.
Having a good time, having a good time. I should sing that tonight at karaoke.
Should.
Queen is always a good one to pick.
It's usually a safe bet. I mean, if you're at karaoke, most people are like, they're not gonna boo you for picking Queen.
For sure. Like even
unless you're actually horrible, in which case, never mind.
Cause I'm having a good time, soaring high to the sky like a fit. Get off the stage.
See, that hurts me because I'm like kind of a musician too. So I'm like, and my friend will show. I don't know if you've seen, to get off track again. Sorry, that like someone playing "My Heart Will Go On" the recorder like really badly.
Oh my god!
He does it just to bug me because he knows how much it hurts. I'm just like, uh, it's just like, I hate you so much. I'm just,
Far and near, there's nothing to fear. This is now the CrossForge musical podcast for all of
Exactly.
you watching later.
What happens when Patrick doesn't show up?
When Patrick's not around.
Oh, I love that video so much. See, I saw that video before I knew what the song was. I thought it was just some, like, the dad was just goofing around.
Oh man,
And then I
I
heard the
didn't know
song.
the
I'm
song
like,
either.
hey, that's that funny video that I like.
Yeah, you imagine my face when I'm at a party and I'm like, this tune's really familiar. Oh my god, this song's a meme.
Just like, what do I do? Where did you
Guys,
buy that? Where'd you buy
Guys,
that?
meme magic is real. Where do I get the song? It's called Trumpet by Timmy Trumpet. I'm like, okay, I need more of this. I need you to like not stop playing this, except for My Heart Will Go On with a shitty recorder.
Exactly.
Like, we're getting turned with memes tonight, my friend. You won't stop.
Can't stop.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
Uh,
Oh man, too much fun. So yeah, that's a high level of. I didn't even get into the frustrations of being free to play. Here's the frustration of being free to play. You can't just do all this out the gate.
exactly. You gotta. That's what it sounded like. It's like you gotta be good with the regular cards and build up that gold so you can eventually find something, and then it's just like.
Right. And at that point, it becomes player's preference. Right now, there's a lot of really good decks that are pretty balanced in the meta. So like you can once you settle on, okay, I think I have enough stuff. I can substitute a couple cards here and there. Then you can decide what do you want to play. Honestly, one of the cheapest decks to play right now that's super meta is the Quest Rogue, because it is one legendary and the rest of it commons. What you do in this deck? What you do in this deck? Is you play minions, you pick them back up, and you replay them. You have to play a minion, not any specific minion, a minion 4 times.
Right now, stack?
It stacks.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, sorry. It does not properly stack. You can't get multiple crest rewards from it. So once you play a minion 4 times.
Okay. So it's like you use the same one, and then like it just basically multiplies essentially. And the effect of like what the minions you have on the field or whatever.
Yeah, it depends on what minions you play onto the board. So let's say I play Swashbuckler. That's the big one.
Mm-hmm.
I play Swashbuckler. Card does its thing. Stuff happens. Then I have to bounce that Swashbuckler back at least 2 times. I play the other Swashbuckler from my hand. Okay. I effectively have created more Swashbucklers at this point. So once I play 2 more Swashbucklers, total of 4, from my hand to the board, I get the crest reward. It's a 5-mana spell. All minions in your deck have 5 attack and 5 health.
Wow.
It's a huge buff. And you want to know what you do at that point? You play minions that have quick attack. Or charge, as it's called in Hearthstone. They can instantly attack as soon as they hit the board.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So this deck plays 5 minions with charge.
That's pretty good.
It is pretty good. So 5 times 5 is 25.
Yeah.
Out of 30 life.
That's not bad. Okay.
It's pretty toasty. Kind of like fireballs.
Well, yeah. Well, so do you have to take out the other minions, or can you attack their life directly?
You can attack their life directly. You don't have to. You can ignore their minions all day, if you want. Now, I don't advise that. I'm the kind of guy that wants to control the board. I'm the kind of guy that plays blue in Magic. I don't want you to play this game. That is my
Gotcha.
goal in life, is to make sure you don't get to play.
Gotcha.
Granted, Hearthstone doesn't have enough counter mechanics yet to make that viable as a meta. You can't
Okay.
just play meta cancellation or negate, unfortunately, and that hurts my soul. Mostly because Hearthstone developers don't want the game to lose its interactive functionality.
Okay.
They try and stay away from combo enablement, which, if you're playing a card game or any game with math and things that sequentially stack together, somebody's gonna find a combo to do some stupid stuff with.
Of course. It's kind of
Like,
it's how that works.
that's kind of the whole eventual goal, is I want to kill my opponent in the most efficient way possible.
Exactly.
So, kind of hard to neuter combos like that.
Yeah.
So at any rate, that's my thing on Hearthstone. You know, all that to say that it's difficult when you only have 5 packs. And I found this out the other day. Granted, now, and this is for everyone watching too, if you haven't considered playing Hearthstone yet, they are doing a promotional through the end of May. Anybody who logs in, new player, old player, if you log in during May, you're going to get 3 free packs.
Ooh. Okay.
Yep, so right out the gate, you're going to be a little bit more ahead than I was the other day.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. I'm always down for, getting that little edge or whatever.
Getting free stuff.
Free stuff?
And that's how they reel you in. They're like, hey, if you want more cards, you can check out the shop.
Yeah, it's not much. Just real quick, just like drop like $2 right there. You'll be fine. What's the harm?
Yeah. What's $5 here and there? Suddenly $5 here, $10 there, $50 at a new expansion, $300 later. You're like,
oh, good, I got paid. Let's go to the shop.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Cardboard crack is an addiction that there's not enough actual acknowledgement that opening packs is a problem for some people.
I've heard.
Oh no, my friend Andy, who lives here in Wichita, he bought a case of Magic because he felt like it. A case.
How
6
much?
boxes, $500+, 36 packs per box. He's like, I just wanted to open packs.
Whoa. That's holy cow.
Yeah, but do you've opened a pack of Magic, right?
Yeah.
It's got that unique smell that only a Magic pack has. Just like Vanguard and Yu-Gi-Oh! The reason why they smell different is because of the inks they use. Some use solvent inks and some use ultraviolet sensitive inks.
Okay.
And actually, the different colors have different smells.
So if you have that, if you have a good nose, you can tell exactly what's in your opponent's hand.
Well, no, because most people have plastic sleeves over them, and you just
Fair
like, I can't tell what this is.
Fair enough.
Might be Exodia.
Probably Exodia.
Then you go to a legacy.
Dang it.
You go to a legacy tournament and Magic. You're like, oh, that one smells of mold. That must be from the 90s.
Ooh, let's just take care of that right now.
Yeah, like, we're done with this card. Just sprinkle it on some trash. And now my mail deck is done. Oh man, my friend had tried me so hard. He tried so hard to convince me that this mill deck would not work because there's not enough mill cards in standard. I'm like, you just watch me. I'll make it happen. And I went over to his house last night, and he plays a deck called Super Friends. You play 15 Planeswalkers. And I'm like, what? The rest of the deck is all negate cards.
Okay.
Negate and destruction. So the goal is that he stops you long enough. He plays Gideon. uses Gideon to create a zero-cost emblem that says you cannot lose the game while you control Gideon's Planeswalker. That is his whole goal of the deck.
Mhm.
And he most times he'll get the Gideon out, but then he has no cards in his hand or his deck. And he's like, well, it's been nice knowing you, Gideon. And then I'm like, poke, 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 poke. Then I poke his Gideon to death with my Nissa, creating 5/5 lands that fly. He has nothing that can block it. Gideon dies. He's out of cards. Game over.
Game over.
So I was excited that deck actually worked out. So
Nice.
all right, my friend. Any closing thoughts from you about all this? Any feedback? Do you feel prepared?
I feel like there's a lot of new information I'm gonna have to process, and but I'm sure. Obviously, I mean, for me, the best way to learn something is to actually do it. So, you know,
To quote Illidan Stormwrath, you are not prepared. Is not ready.
Reggie.
Yes. All the memes.
So,
Welcome to the CrossForge Memecast, and today with your hosts Nolan and Darman.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool. So I probably will. I don't know if I'll be able to do that today. Well, maybe today, but like,
Well,
you might
here
see me,
before we leave,
starting
I'm just gonna go ahead and add you to the squad,
okay.
and then everybody can be like, "Oh yeah, we're doing all this stuff," and
I
then
can
I'll
just-
be like, "Yo, 80 old, who wants to get some?" And I'm gonna save this quest just for you, homie.
Okay.
So, alrighty. With that being said, thanks everyone for sticking through the podcast today. Brandon is working on finals, so we were missing the DDR freak and the poor huge cow patty. Wait a sec. Huge cow patty. I just realized that's a euphemism for a stack of crap.
Yeah. And he chose it himself. That's the best part. I mean, personally, I like the whole joke from when he'd play Halo and like his name was Jew, or the Jews or whatever. Have you not heard that? Oh, dude, yeah.
I have not.
He'd play Halo and like his name was, instead of like 442 or whatever, it was like Jew. So, or Jews. So it was like Jews killed you or you killed Jews. Like, because he is Jewish, but it was just like kind of like
Very tongue in cheek.
yeah, like, all right, good job, Pat. And then, you know, newer games came out and he couldn't do that anymore. So he's like, all right, fine, whatever. But I was like, one of the first times I played Halo with him, like he like dropped that. I'm like, I
don't know how I
Love it.
feel about this. Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway,
At any rate, well, thanks
Yeah.
everyone for watching. My name is Darman213, or Josh, or whatever you like to call me. Yeah.
Mhm.
And this has been the Basement Nolan from the OGC. You can catch him over on the Original Gamers Cast on Podbean and here on YouTube.
mhm.
So without further ado, have y'all a good day, night, whatever. I'm as messed up as you are, working third shift.
What's that?
Today's Wednesday, right?
It is in fact Wednesday. Yeah.
It is Wednesday, my dude. Woo!
Ah! Oh, we forgot. Dang.
Now I have to go troll Nathan.
It's Wednesday,
I don't know if
dude.
you've seen that on my Facebook, but like there was a whole 3-month span where I
remember
would
that.
post and tag Nathan. It was like, hey, guess what day it is? It is Wednesday, my
Hey, my
dude.
dudes.
Ah!
I do remember seeing that. Oh,
Alrighty, so it's
Alright.
probably best that we cut this off now.
Just-
So
just
so
cut it
long, internets. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.